Okay, welcome again to another edition of the Above the Bridge podcast. I'm your host, Thaddeus Park. Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, whatever podcast platform you're listening to, please like, subscribe, tell a friend. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And I thank you very much for tuning in and being a part of our show. Aloha. All right, this week I'm really excited to have this guest back on my show. It's somebody I've known pretty much my whole industry life, which is spanning over 2 decades. I'm not trying to say our age, but he's been there for me through thick and thin, ups and downs of Artist Groove Network. He's been the voice for most of our events throughout the years. And, bruh, he's my friend. And this guy has meant a lot to me. I know him as Wild Wild West, and I'll forever know him as that. But West from Above Entertainment. What's up, dude? From
What's
Above
up?
Entertainment. My bad.
What's no, 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 it's good, my guy. I like how you put it 22 decades. It sounds a lot more better and
Two
younger.
decades? Two
Yes,
decades.
it
I
sounds
said
better than
spanning over 2 decades. Because probably two decades at plus, you know, kind
Yes, yes, I like
of.
the plus action.
Yeah.
What's up, Mr. Above the Podcast, sir? How are you?
I'm great, brah. First off, I want to commend you and your team and everything you guys did. I was blown away with how you guys handled our laid back production with your freaking LED screen. Like I don't know. Like I watched you put that thing together piece by piece with precision, and that thing just took our event, like it took it to the next level. And then you brought out the LED DJ booth, which I wasn't even expecting. So I don't know. Props to you and your staff. You had an awesome staff, and brah, you guys, I mean, full of aloha as what I expected, but brah, you guys killed it.
It's everybody that helped at your event, but thank you guys to you and Hopper Boy, aka Taylor. Well, can I use his government name or should we
Yeah,
use the
everybody knows him
okay?
as Boat.
Okay. Yeah, Taylor and Hopper, thank you for throwing a party that us people in our 30s plus needed. Us
Yeah.
people that grew up with this kind of music. The like I was just happy to be a part of something this amazing because to hear that kind of music again, oh, it just took me back in the days. And the greatest thing about your event, everybody came there for two things, to have a good time and just relive good memories and just enjoy
Exactly.
it. And that's what it was supposed to be. Like I wish every day now the clubs are like that. It's not like that.
Yeah.
This party did that completely, totally, and it felt good. So what's the next one?
Honestly, we just got some good news while I was driving home in that traffic. So we're gonna figure it out and we're gonna release it soon. You're gonna get a call as soon as I put in the proposal and they sign it, then your phone will ring. But um yeah, we're gonna shift, and we got hopefully we got two big announcements coming. And bro, I'm like you said, this project has been one of my favorite things I've ever done. And it's the nostalgia factor, the music, and the people that we connect with. For me in the industry that come and support it, they understand the vision that was created. And pretty much it was Hoppa's idea, and he just fucking knocking it out the park. And I'm just kind of pushing this project together. And I think watching everybody be like how it was before. Like if you looked at the crowd, nobody was on their phone. Everybody was singing.
No, yeah,
Everybody, yep. And bro, that's how the clubs were back then.
it was. It was
And I
just
miss
the
that. You know what I mean?
I do too. Let me tell you, first off, that was my first time trying whiskey smoke. Oh
Mm.
my God, I ate so much from like I spent a lot of money with them because I was hungry.
Bro, it is action, bro. They're
Oh,
brisket, and they're the people. Those guys are
yeah,
they just
they're
match the laid back vibe. All our vendors and between you guys, Hanson, Whiskey Smoke, Mikey, and his staff at the bar, like it just everybody bought into the culture and is bruh, it's just a big day of aloha and nostalgia and bruh, it's a fun thing, man.
It is. It was just a vibe. Like that's if anybody were to ask, "Oh, how was laid back?" I kept saying it was just a vibe. You had to be there. Like you cannot explain this. Like no matter the videos that Valiant put out, no matter the videos that everybody posted, tagged you guys reposted, that didn't do it justice. Just to be there and feel that vibe. The best part was, I don't know if you remember this because I know you were drinking, having fun, relaxing, but when you were dancing with your daughter, I
Oh,
saw that from the second floor. I was like, there it is. There it is.
yeah, that was different. And for me, that's full circle. But yeah, you guys, like I said, you guys have more equipment and capabilities to your company that I even grasp. And watching you put that freaking LED, it wasn't even a screen, it was a wall. And like it was piece by piece with precision. It was on truss and like you didn't look stressed. You were talking and laughing, being Wes and putting that thing together. And when that thing lit up, and honestly, bruh, it was cool to see. And the CR logo on there, even the above the bridge logo on there, I was just like, bruh, Wes hit another level that I didn't even realize because I don't go to your weddings. I don't,
Yeah.
yeah. But shoot, I don't want to talk about laid back because that would be a whole freaking show.
Yeah,
You
I
know what I
know,
mean?
right? That would be literally the whole show.
Yeah. But your company from above entertainment has been thriving and I've only heard good things from people in the industry and I have family in the industry. I work with people in the industry for weddings and stuff and anytime your name is mentioned, it's always in a good light. And if my sister likes you, then you're doing something right because if she's a wedding coordinator or was previous and if she has something good to say about a vendor or anybody, I hold that with high regard because if if she doesn't like you, she
Oh
will
yeah.
let it be known.
Oh yeah, you and your like you can tell your siblings because like just like you, if Heidi doesn't like you, she'll let it know. If Dad doesn't like you, you'll know real fast.
But I don't think I even asked you on the first one. If I did, I might have forgotten. But how did you even get started in the whole wedding entertainment industry? Because that's a far-fetched thing from what you were doing prior.
Okay. So prior to me actually starting from above entertainment with my wife, it was the craziest thing. At that time, I think I was working at the aquarium and I was a maintenance worker at the aquarium. I had to just find a job to work. That's what we were doing, just working jobs just to pay bills and stuff. And at that time, my emceeing had slowed down a lot because I really wasn't like into emceeing. Like the clubs wasn't hitting hard, the car shows I was kind of over it. Um, so about 2014, my wife Julie started throwing ideas. She's like, "Oh, let's start a business." And at that time, I really didn't want to. So 2015 happened where she's like, "Let's start a business. I want to do this. Come on, let's do it." So I said, "Okay, cool. Let's. What is in your head of yours?" She's like, "I want to. I want you to MC weddings." And I said, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. No, 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 no. I'm like, oh my God, she wants me to MC weddings. Like weddings are like club events. Like how I think we kind of touched it in the first time I was
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
where it's not 100 people having fun. It's 100 people, important people sitting down, listening and having fun. So you're arranging grandparents, aunties, uncles, all this other kind of things. Important people, and it's like and I was scared. I did friends' weddings before, but it was just like, oh, Wes, we'll give you drinks and you can eat. I said, cool. I never care. But now she's asking me to do it professionally, and I'm like, oh, no, 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 no. So, little more backstory on top of that. We still are heavily into our church, but at that time, Greg Hammer, you know who Greg Hammer
Yeah,
is, right?
yep, yep.
So Greg Hammer and Shawnee Hammer were actually, well, Greg was a pastor at our church at that time, and he had a marriage group. So me and Julie started going to his marriage group because I'm like, oh, Greg understands who I am as a person and the entertainment industry. Because when you go to church, sometimes people say they understand, but they're saying that to help you out, but they don't really understand how the lifestyle is.
Yeah, or
So
went through it or lived it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So Greg was a pastor at that church, and we instantly connected because he actually knew my Filipino family too, growing up. So we had a bigger connection even that. So the funny thing is, at this time we're in Greg's marriage group, and we're going to church. Julie keeps pushing, and she's like, "Let's start a business. I want you to MC." I said, "No, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Let's figure out something else." So I didn't know this until after the fact. Julie actually went behind my back and talked to Greg and asked Greg to pull me on the side or take me to lunch or do something and try and get me to go into this direction. So Greg takes me to lunch one day. We go eat lunch for about 2 hours. We talk about it. Greg actually convinces me at lunch to do this. So I run home. I go back in, I run into the house and said, Judy, I have this great idea for business. And she's like, well, what is your great idea? I said, I'm going to MC weddings. And she gave me this dumbfounded look like, I've been telling you that for 6 months. You went to lunch for Greg. Okay, whatever. But I didn't know they were talking, and that was God's way of helping me find my path right now. So I didn't know all that was happening. And then later on in our marriage, she told me that she did that. So our marriage started with lies and deceit.
Actually, your marriage started with a proposal at our event.
Yes, at Hard Rock. Our
Yeah.
marriage started at proposal at Hard Rock.
But now I'm understanding the real reason your company started had
Yep.
nothing to do with you. It was
No.
your wife's idea.
It was my wife's master plan from God saying that she's seen a God-given gift in me that I should use and I can do. And at that time, I still didn't know it was a God-given gift. Because I'm like, if I can do it, like I always say, if I can do it, anybody else can do it. But
Well,
one thing, oh,
for me personally, I agree. It is a God given gift. And I've seen you take our events to heights that was very impressive. And that not many people could do that. And you started AGN events with Ronnie them at
yeah,
Pipeline. And
mm-hmm.
I remember, and you've been that guy since that is your God-given talent. And that has always been impressive to me. Cause bruh, like you're saying, oh, if I can do it, anybody can do it. That's not true, bruh. Nobody can go on that mic in a crowd full of people they've never met and hype them up and vibe out a audience. Like not everybody can do that, bro. That's a gift. And you have that gift. So I agree with your wife.
So after 10 years of being in this business and seeing it, I know that yeah, it's true. Not everybody can do it. I can honestly see it now, but when we were starting, because I was so scared, I was really scared. I was like, I don't want to do this because there's a lot on the line, like our
Mm.
names, like our reputation, who I am, but it's just something that I told my wife, me and my wife agreed upon it. We're gonna try it full force for 1 year. If it doesn't work, we're just gonna go back to work. At least we tried it. That 1 year turned into this is our 10 years in business now.
Yeah,
So
you.
So that 1 year of just going all in turned into something that me and my wife never imagined because we always have talks about this. Like, just would you have ever, me and her always talk, would you ever imagine that we would be in this position where we are now? And Julie always says no. She said we would be in a certain position, but never in this type of position that where we are now. I never thought this was even fathomable for it. I
Well,
didn't know.
for me personally, I could see it happening, but a lot I had to have happen and change in your life. Like you had to lock in. And I always felt like you had the most amazing potential for anything you wanted to do, but you had to lock in. You had to separate yourselves from distractions and be the West that all of us knew you were. And once you did that, bro, your aloha just bloomed and you just you're him. And I probably wouldn't have said I would see where you're at now because I probably wouldn't even come up with the idea of what you guys are doing, but I would be down to say I could see you being successful. I could envision that as long as you locked in and bruh, you have. So that's testament to you locking in and your wife cracking a whip.
It is totally that because without my wife and my kids, I don't think I would be so focused how I am and
Yeah.
um just on this crazy retarded path that I want to go on, even though my wife is like, it's just I keep pushing. I just want to keep pushing. I don't know why.
Yep. Well, that's your mentality, and that's that what makes you what makes you you. Okay, stop. Let's take a break. I want to shout out our sponsor, Defend Hawaii. They've been my sponsor from the very beginning, and right now they got some brand new stuff drop just for summer. I'm rocking it right now. Go check them out at their store in Winter Mall called No One, or go on their website, defendhawaii.com. Trust me, they got a whole bunch of new stuff out there, and bro, they kill it every time they do a new drop. Defendhawaii.com. If you use promo code ATBpod upon checkout, you'll get 15% off your first purchase. Defendhawaii.com. Let them know Above the Bridge podcast sent you. Aloha. Right now, you guys are one of the biggest and most sought after and pretty much well known entertainment company in that industry, especially in weddings. What separates your guys' company from other people? I'm not saying you gotta be say you're better than them or worse than them or whatever. It's I know how you are and you're focused on you and not many others. But what separates your company from other companies?
I think the one thing that separates us from any other company, it's just me and Ju. I think it's a husband and wife team. Like we are in it together. We are in the trenches. Um we built this thing on our back and plus my team. So it's not only me and Julie, it's my team that has carried us and helped us expand and grow. It's our vision, but it's my team's execution that helps us to get where we are. It's just we're just real, like how we talked about the last one, because I have to go watch the last podcast and see what we talked about. But one thing that I said, and you also said that I'm not fake. I'm not a fake
Yeah.
person. Like I'm going to keep it 100. Like if I can tell you I can do it, if I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm gonna be who I am. I'm not gonna change ever for anybody.
Well, I agree with you, and because of that, I seen you get into fights. I seen you scream at people. I've seen a lot, and you always stay true to that, and that's true. What are some of the biggest challenges you faced or are facing now, like while developing this company and getting it to where it's at?
Um, so some of the things we're facing is just staying up to date with the new trends,
Hmm.
growth. We've So the last time we talked, we came right out of COVID. We opened up for weddings. We did that whole big thing. I thought it would have died off after 2 to 3 years. Like it would have like normalized. It didn't. It catapulted us for some odd reason into a different realm that we weren't ready for. So we're learning to run alongside our growth, which is kind of fast and kind of nuts. Just the blessings and the crazy doors that are opening. Some of the problems, I think, like any other business, just finding good, dedicated people. Like some of the young generation now, like a lot of the young generation is built for instant gratification. They want it now. They want it. They don't want to put in the work. They're like, oh, I want to do this now. I want this instant. I want this. No, like you got to go through the trenches before you can get to where we are, kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I agree. And you guys been battling and putting in the work. Something came up recently that honestly it kind of bothered me. And I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of this decision, but I wanted to talk to you about it because I feel like this affects me personally. And you went on Instagram and listened to this fucking bullshit of you saying that you're putting down the mic and you're not gonna be emceeing anymore. And for me, that hit a different way because I met you emceeing and I've known and seen you throughout the years, and you have that charisma, you have that voice, you have the energy, and you have the knowledge how to manipulate a crowd. Why you hanging this thing up, bro?
So it's been over the last 3 to 4 years already. I've been telling Julie that I want to stop emceeing. Not because I don't like emceeing. It's because our business is growing at the rate that it is. It's hard for me to go to an event, go set up, go MC, break down, and do that constantly day in and day out. Plus, also do whatever back end stuff I have to do. Plus, grow my business and concentrate on other stuff, fix other stuff. Try and help my wife here and there, pick up my son and stuff like that. So I told her I wanted to stop emceeing so I can concentrate now on building the business because our teams can run. And how I mean my teams can run is me and Julie have taken trips with our family, with our guys running events while we're gone. So in my heart, I already knew my guys are solid. They can do whatever that needs to be done and get it done. So I knew it was time for me when that started happening that after, yeah, 26 plus years, like I had my run. I had a great run. Let me tell you, I've done a lot of amazing events that I never thought I would set foot into. I met a lot of amazing people, some good, some bad, some turned into family, just like you. So I believe I hit my full circle around. It's just like a fighter. You know how when fighters lay down their gloves, that
Yeah.
doesn't mean they stop fighting. Some of them go on to coaching, some of them do other things. It never means that I'm going to stop emceeing. I am going to fulfill whatever I have this year, finish it out. But who knows? 2 3 years later, down the road, something might, the bug might bite me again, and be like, okay, I want to come back, or I want to hang it up for now, where I'm not emceeing. I can just fully focus on my business. But who knows down the road? Because what we do is never taken out of our blood. It's ingrained in our DNA. So it's
Yeah.
like something I know and I love, but at this time, it's not what I want, kind of thing. Do you understand that?
I definitely do. And I was kind of in the same boat. I was after Eve was done, I was kind of done with promoting. And I told Taylor for me to come back it would take something special, and I didn't see it happening. And then Laid Back came around, and then I'm back in it. I'm not in the nightclub, but I'm still doing events. And I feel like it, like you said, it's in your DNA. It'll always be in your DNA. And I feel like you might get that bug again. And I like the fact that you like the energy of receiving what you're giving off. Like
Yeah.
you throw out a lot, and there have been times where I've seen MCs fall flat and they can't get that energy. I feel like you feed off that energy, and you might still need that. And I mean, I'm not just saying at a wedding event or something, but sometimes you in life you might need to feel that again. And if you do, then it's always available. Are you grooming anybody to take your spot or to do things how you do or with the same kind of strength that you brought to the mic?
So the funny thing is you asked that question. My MCs, when I brought them on, I had them shadow me and I coached them on certain things to do. So if you look at all my MCs, on my roster, Yodesh, Josh Assumption, Reno, what else do I have on my team? Sila, Kule. Am I forgetting anybody? I'm trying to blank right now. I'm so sorry. Trying to look at, yeah. So those guys I've spent time with, they've shadowed me at events. I've shadowed them at events, told them what they could fix and work on. But if you listen to them, if you watch them, they're eminent to what I did. So yes, I did train pretty much all our MCs to kind of simulate what I do, but I said also make it your own. Like don't do everything verbatim to me because then everybody's gonna be like, oh, you're just copying West. Like take
Yeah.
whatever I taught you and structure it to the way that works for you and how you sound. Don't fake anything because I'm not fake and they've been thriving. So I commend all my MCs on my team because they do what they have to do when need be.
I think so. Well, I guess that's kind of like passing the torch. I know club wise, in my opinion, we had the best between you, Quan, Real Deal Reed, God rest his soul.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
I think we are blessed to have you guys as our host and kind of the voice of Artist Groove Network for the night, and that'll always stay with me, and that'll be how I always see you. And um, watching you grow this business been amazing. I think just because you're not on the mic, Wild Wild West doesn't end there. Just so
No.
you know, Wild Wild West is in here. You know, kind
Oh, it's
of.
always gonna be because I it still catches me when I go out and people are like, oh, you used to MC at Oceans or you used to do nightclubs and oh, you used to do car shows. So though that it irritates my whole family because I will stop and talk to people and my family will just dig out. Like the funny thing is when me and Julie started first dating, like she would wait every single time I would talk to everybody. Now that we've been together a long time, married and whatever, she just digs out and I'll catch up to her. So it's kind of hilarious.
That's crazy. Well, I understand it. It happens to me a lot. I just happened the other night we're at dinner. I seen somebody. I'm talking to him, and I look around, and my wife's gone. I'm like, what the what? You know, it's not gonna wait.
Well, yeah, that's right. Hey, happy belated birthday to your daughter. She was what, 16 now?
Oh yeah, bro. 16.
Woo!
Crazy, bruh. So it's too fast, and I'm sure
It
you know as
is.
a dad, bruh, like it's
It is blink
nuts.
of an eye. You posted
Uh,
all those pictures, and I just remembered like being small, being a teenager, and now my kids are adults. So it's like, where's the time?
bruh, it's such a cliche thing to say is that oh it goes by so fast, and I've heard it my whole life until I had my daughter, and it was like oh it's just one thing after another. Like for her birthday, like you said, I put together that collage of pictures, and I literally can remember each one of those pictures like clearly, whereas like oh that was so long ago I don't even remember that. I was like no I remember that, and it wasn't that long ago. And it's like 16 years goes by quick, and the changes you see your kids make throughout that time is like I could never predict who my daughter would be how she is now when she was little. I
Yeah.
didn't know she's gonna be what she's gonna be into. I didn't know how she's gonna look. I didn't know how her mindset was gonna be. I only could assume I could groom her in a certain way, but I didn't know like who she is now. I would not have molded that prior. You know what I mean? And I would not change a single fucking thing, but it's just you can't predict it or you can't assume it's gonna be this way. And like my daughter plays volleyball. I know two things about volleyball, and like if it was up to me, should have been a fighter, and I could have helped her with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's doing something that she loves and that's passionate about that I didn't even see on wasn't even on the radar, and it's just it's just unpredictable. That's
It's
yeah.
crazy being a parent because when you see your babies at this young age, you have all these hopes and dreams, and but as a parent, I think you just is like, I'm just gonna be the best parent. I'm gonna try and do my best, and then you see, just like how you said, your kids transform, and then it's just life takes over, and you're like, you just hope they become amazing adults. But I think you did a good job. I think me and Julie do an amazing job with our kids. Our
I
kids
agree.
are, I think so, that we show up for our kids. We're there no matter what. Even if they don't want us to be there, we'll show up still because we still love them and we'll always love them. But I think just showing up is the biggest thing.
I agree, and you guys do. And I mean, okay, let's take a break. I want to shout out our sponsor, IREP Detail Supply. They are your one-stop shop superstore for all you need to detail whatever vehicle you have. They have three stores: Temple Valley Shopping Center in Kahaluu, one in Waipio, which is their newest one. They also have one in Las Vegas. If you have any questions or concerns about their products or how to use them, I suggest go into the store. Their staff is highly trained and knowledgeable about everything they have. irepdetailsupply.com, promo code ATBpod upon checkout. You'll get 15% off your first purchase. Aloha. Keeping work aside from family is kind of a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
How do you balance both, bro?
Um, so literally our that's the funniest question because people always ask how me and Julie can work together and be together 24/7 because we literally are 24/7 together. We That's my best friend. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've said it once, I'm gonna say it all my life. That's my best friend. How we balance it is we will cut off talking about work at dinner. We will cut off talking at work when we have family time. If we take family trips, our kids know if we have events. So one day we'll be probably, okay, mom and dad gotta do events. We gotta figure out if everybody's there, everybody's doing right. But other than that, it's just about the trip. It's about just the family. Like we take our beach trips here. We do beach stuff. Like today, my wife went hiking at 5 o'clock in the morning with my daughters. They asked me if I wanted to go, and I said
Nice.
no. Nope. I said no. I said
Five
no.
in the morning. Fuck that.
They went to go watch the sunrise.
Bruh, it's gonna rise tomorrow. You don't gotta watch it
Yeah, yeah,
today.
yeah, yeah,
Nah,
yeah,
nah.
yeah, 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 yeah.
5 in the morning. I'd rather
5 in
watch
the
the sun
morning.
set, bro.
Exactly. But it's just stuff like that. We just try and still stay connected to our kids no matter how busy we are.
That makes sense. And you are getting busier. I like I mentioned before, you guys brought that freaking wall LED screen to our event, as well as the DJ booth, and
Yeah.
you're expanding. Like that wasn't in the cards couple years ago. I think even when we were at the wedding expo, you guys didn't have that yet, right?
No. I think no. Yeah, we did it. When you and your at that time fiance but now wife, your beautiful wife, were walking around. No, we didn't. We had a
I think you were
small
pushing the dance floor. You had
yeah.
a little, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we had an LED dance floor. and then we got our first 10-foot screen, and then we transformed and got a 20-foot. So a 20 by 12 is the biggest screen we have right now. We are getting in a 40 by 22. I don't know exactly when we're gonna get that, but that's on my next hit list.
Wow, that's amazing. And you kind of creating a new brand, like a off brand from your original just wedding stuff. Like it's called above and from above displays
So,
or something like that,
fro-
right?
yeah, so let me tell you how From Above Displays came about. So I started working for 604 doing their Hot Hawaiian Nights. I was doing the LED screens. This is right before I met Donovan, who's the owner of 604, super cool guy. He comes up to me, oh, actually, Colonel comes up to me because Colonel used to work at 604. Colonel comes up to me and then he's like, "Hey, you ever installed an LED screen?" And I said, something kind of, I understand the LED system. I understand that. So yeah, I can. So he's like, "Oh, can you install it in one of our restaurants?" So I'm thinking the restaurant's down here. He's like, "No, we're opening up a 604 in Las Vegas." I was like, "Where in Las Vegas?" And he's like, "In the Palms Hotel." And I was like,
Oh,
"Huh?" So he's like, "Would you fly up and install it?" I said, "Yeah." So I did that. And that's the LED screen above the 604 in the Palms Hotel.
wow. I didn't even
S-
know that.
Yeah. So at that time, my partner had gone up for the grand opening. Um, he saw that. He's like, "I want that in my house. Can I get the number of the guy who installed it for you?" So Donovan gave him my number. Um, then we talked story with the guy who wanted it installed. He put a 16-foot by 12-foot LED screen in his house for his home theater. I'll text you the video and the pictures after. It's massive. So after I did that, he asked me, "Would you want to do this as a business?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Would you want to do commercial and residential installs?" And this wasn't even on my plate. Like, this is me just doing LED screens, not the installs part. So it took about a month for me and him to go back with my other partners. I have two other partners in this venture. So we went back and forth. I said, "You have contractors and electricians, right? Because I'm not the guy. I can't do electrician. I can blow up your house. And I'm not a contractor by trade, so I won't know anything like to specs or OSHA standard. I know it holds, it's good, it's durable, and it will last." So we have contractors, we have electricians that work for our company, so we are starting a different leg of what I normally do. So From Above Entertainment is one entity. From Above LED this elevated displays is commercial and residential
Oh,
home entertainment display units installed. So custom sounds, custom LED screens, custom anything. That's what we can do.
I had no idea that's what it
Yeah.
was. I thought it was okay. So if I want an LED screen at my house, I'll call you up and what you can install it. I would have to order it, or you guys do from start to finish.
We start to finish. We sit down, we talk to you about pricing, we talk to you about how big, how small, where you want it, how much you want to spend, how little bit you want to spend. Then I'll come up for a site visit, figure out some stuff, bring out my electrician contractor, see where the plugs are, see what we can tap into, and then from there, my contractor comes in, he starts the framing. I come in, start installing the LED screen, do all the logistical work for the screen, make sure the screen runs everything, connect anything you want, your game consoles, your Apple TV, anything you want your screen to become, I can connect that for you. And then from there, it's just we shake hands, you enjoy your screen, and we have customer service support also. I
Oh,
pretty much can answer 95% of the questions that anybody would come up with if something goes wrong.
that's awesome. What's the biggest one you installed so far?
The 16 by 12 at my partner's house.
So hypothetically, how much would that something like that be?
So he got a 1.6. So that was about over 100K.
Holy fuck. Okay. So I'm not. Yeah, man, and I'm asking because I know you just said you're ordering a 40-foot screen.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, when is that coming in?
That that we have other stuff we want to order. That's like my big wish list. My wife knows I really want it. Um And the one thing great about my Julie, like she's game, like she can see it now. At first, she's like, no, no, but understandably, she was watching out for the company. She didn't know which direction we were going. She didn't want to spend all this money, and it didn't work. But she now sees like how driven and what direction we are going as a company. She's a little bit more open to spending money.
Hmm.
She was always, but she was always good about, I'm the one that spends all the money. Like, without my wife, my company would be broke.
But you have some cool toys.
Yeah, but without my wife, I would be broke. I wouldn't have cool toys because my wife. I always joke like my wife allows me to. No, my wife sees how hard I work and she knows what I want and we talk about our big purchases. Like I just don't buy it in spite. Like we're we have conversations, we have meetings about it, and we'll fit it in. You'll probably be the first one that knows when it lands, because I don't know exactly. It's in talks right now, but that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
That's
I
super
want,
cool.
yeah, I want it to happen.
And the one that you had at layback was how big? 20.
No, that was 12 feet by
That was
60.
and you can go 20?
I can go 20 by 12.
Okay, that being said, I have a situation.
Okay.
So the 49ers are going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's what I told we had this talk and laid back. I'm like,
Yes.
if when the 49ers, when we get it this year, we are going to put up with the big screen.
We just got to figure out where.
Yes. That's
Okay.
the next problem.
So I
Because,
should start looking into this because yeah, we're gonna do it.
yep,
Because
this is
Niners will be
this.
there. This is my vision. I want to
Yes.
see the Niners hoist that trophy on your screen
Oh
this
my God.
season.
Oh, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. If you really look, like here, I'll turn this around real fast. If you look, I have the Joe Montana Hennessy bottle right there, my champagne bottle, and if you look down, I have my I'm 49ers. I'm 49ers all the way. We're gonna hit
Yo,
it.
let's
Last year,
go.
hey, last year we stumbled into the playoffs with duct
Yo,
tape and zip ties, but we still did it somehow.
exactly. And I feel like we were playing on house money, and if we could get that far with players that were on the couch during the start of the season, then like we were playing with our fourth string.
We
So
are. We were.
if
We
our
were.
team can stay healthy, like I don't know why everybody's sleeping on us. They're all into the Rams got this guy,
Right?
the Seahawks got this guy. I'm just like, bruh, we just need to be healthy. We
I
got
think
the
if
guys.
I think if we can get out of the fourth week with no injuries, oh, game on. But if you notice, every season, the last three seasons, what has plagued us from the very start? Injuries.
Yeah. And then like
Injuries.
this past season was like, okay, we'll give you a win, but you got to trade one of your players for it. And it's like
Yeah,
all the hammers went down. Everyone, all of them was out a game at least. You know what I mean?
yeah. And then the last game, Kittle breaks his leg. He's like, no, not George Kittle.
I don't know, bro. Hopefully this is the year. And I think with Mike Evans being on the team as a deep threat, I think I don't know. But I say that every year. I always put a rack down every year. Niners gonna win the Super Bowl. I haven't never cashed out on it yet, so we'll see. Because I don't know. By the time I cash out that, I'm gonna probably break even after all these years.
Or make more money. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But okay, let's take a short break from talking to Wes to shout out my sponsor, Medicinal Mushrooms Hawaii. They're a locally based mushroom company, and right now they have five different medicinal mushrooms extracted, put in these tinctures. They have lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail, red reishi, and the newest one, cordyceps. I take all five every day. I'll take most of these in the morning with my coffee. I'll take the red reishi at night to help me sleep good. But if you don't know the properties of these mushrooms, go to their website, medmushroomhigh.com, and they'll explain to you in detail exactly the benefits, what these each and every one of these mushrooms do for you. If you decide you want to buy some, use promo code ATB Pod upon checkout, all capital letters. You'll get 45% off your first tincture of extracted mushrooms. Medicinal Mushrooms Hawaii. The website is medmushroomhigh.com. Aloha. Business wise, like what motivates you today compared to when you first started doing your business?
So this is one thing I've always looked at, and I always tell Julie, like motivation for me, honestly, is when people doubt me and still doubt me. That like when people say, "Oh, he's not gonna do it," or people talk about me or my wife saying, "Oh, you guys can't do it." That gives me even more motivation to turn around and say, "Yeah, I can." And watch me do it 10 times harder than you thought I could do it.
I agree. That's how your mentality always was. I seen you enter the cage with that mentality. I seen you wrestle Taylor in my yard with that mentality. Like,
It's
yeah, you
just
thought I
like
forgot about that.
it's just I guess that's what drives me. Not haters, not just people are just doubting me because then it's like even though I've accomplished so much in my career and so much in my life, like when I hear something like that or when people are like, ah yeah, Wes cannot do that, it's like, yo, you don't even know. Okay. Now you're giving me a new wave of just energy to try and come back with.
It's like game on.
It is. It's just something so hard. Like I don't know why I want it so badly, but it's just something I really, really want. It's, I guess it's just, I know I've proven a lot to a lot of people, and I don't have to prove myself. I know that for a fact, but it's just something that's driven in me that I have to be this person.
I agree. I feel like most times you don't have to prove other people wrong. You just gotta prove yourself right.
Yeah.
And that's always been your mentality. And that's one of the characteristics I enjoy about you. And it's like, yeah, what? Tell Wes he cannot do him. He gonna do
Like
him.
like coming into our 10-year this year, one of my biggest goals that I wanted to hit personally, just I wanted to hit it for some odd reason is I wanted to hit 365 events in 1 year. 1 year time. To date, I think we're at somewhere in the mid 200s.
So
So
it's
I,
gonna happen.
yeah, and
Yeah,
I
half
told
a
my,
year left.
half a year left, and I told my guys this for right after we had our anniversary party. Like, I want 365, and my guys gave me the most dumbfounded look. They're like, "Okay, whatever, let's go for it." But I just want to hit it 1 year, and it's like a notch. It's like, okay, I hit
Yeah.
it. What's my next goal? What's my next
Well,
goal?
that's the main thing in life. You setting goals. If you do hit it, you better take care of your people and throw in rager or something.
Oh, I told my team, it's so funny out of this. I told my team next year if we hit $2 million in sales, I told this blatantly to them. I said if we hit $2 million in sales, I will take you guys to Japan. I will take
Oh.
your sponsors to Japan. I will take and pay for your hotel, your flights, but spend your own money because I'm paying for everything else.
Bruh, well, that's an incentive. 360 something events in 1 year, bruh. That seems like that's a lot on your plate, and that's like you're constantly working. Well, what do you do to help you recharge outside of work?
I think that's what recharges me, like keeping myself like ahead of everybody. Or Julie is really good at this. She'll block off time and she'll be like, okay, you need to rest or relax, or we're gonna go do stuff with the family. So Julie always reminds me because if Julie didn't remind me to take a break, I'll be at this 24/7.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, all gas, no brakes, bro.
Well, I think she's a good balance for you.
She
And
is, she is.
I think you actually listening to her and understanding what she says is right and actually taking time for yourself. That's the true test. You know what I mean? It's to actually do it and say, you know what, you're right. I'll take a break or I'll relax or I'll do family time. When you're relaxing, what do you do, bro?
Just we veg out. We honestly sometimes we don't leave the house at all. We just watch TV all day,
Uh,
eat, and just unplug. We don't even talk. We don't even. We're not even on our phones. We just veg out the whole time day.
I was just talking to this to my last guest because she's a coach and does a lot of stuff. And
I seen that.
yeah, and I think she said it best is like sometimes I just like stay home and do nothing. And I was like, oh, that is exactly how I feel sometimes. And my wife, like, she like go hiking. She literally just came back from hiking. She like go beach. I was like, sometimes I just like stay home, watch Netflix, drink a beer, and that's great. Or for me, my thing is UFC. Whenever I get UFC, I like hanging with my people and or just watching it. And it's like if it's a good one, if it's like one of them fight passes or cards or
Yeah, yeah,
whatever,
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah.
not the greatest. But like when Max is fighting this coming weekend, like brah, I'm throwing a rager. You better come if you can.
I know. Every event I told you I'll try.
I
But
know
yeah, but that's the
it.
cool thing about our wives. They keep us young because our wives are like
Oh yeah.
always like, let's do this, and sometimes you're like. You close the door on them. You're like, oh, shit, and then you open the door. You're like, okay, let's go, let's go.
Yeah. It's like sometimes I just like do nothing. How about
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
Uh, I
Sometimes you
get it.
just, yeah. Even my wife, even Julie too. Some days she just doesn't want to do nothing, where she just lies in bed, and you know what? She does a lot. She does so much for my company without her. Besides watching our money and stuff like that, like she takes care of all of our clients' emails. Like she's the heart and soul behind my company. Without her, you would get really bad emails. Like I can't email, no, dead ass. I'm not even gonna try. That's why she's never asked me to help with emails. She asked
I got this.
she asked me the first year of our business, and she hasn't asked me for almost 9.5 years later to
That's
help with
funny.
emails. It is funny because she has a way of doing things, but she's just really good at what she does.
That's super cool. You're pretty successful, and I feel like your success is growing. What has this success meant to you and your family through the last couple years?
Success. Oh. it just means a lot from I didn't have a bad childhood. I didn't. My mom was a single mom. My dad passed away when I was a young child. My mom worked two jobs at one time for me, to provide what I needed. Of course, I was a hard-headed kid. I didn't see it until I actually grew up and had a family of my own, how much my mom like put out for me. So, crap. Ah. I wasn't supposed. I didn't know I was gonna do that.
I
But
feel you,
just
bro.
yeah, just to see how much my mom like gave and never gave up on me. Um, Also my grandparents, they never gave up on me. They tried to give me the best life they could. Um, but I think the reason why I am the way I am today is to show how much.
Oh, you fucking god.
How much their actions instilled in me. I'm sorry, Tad. Shit, my bad.
All good.
Like they did so much for me. I think that's why I'm not stopping in how much I push to show how much they instilled in me to be a hard worker.
Yeah,
And then I met my wife. We have our kids, and that's like another driving force for me. That's what success looks for me. Um,
I feel you,
I,
bro.
I just to provide for people like that feels like a level up for me. That feels like boss status, a flex status that I get to provide for these guys. I get to give them a second source of income. Like that's a boss move for me. Like, yeah, you can have all these fancy stuff. Yeah, you can do have all this, but have you made anybody's life better? That's what life is all about. In my eyes, that's what I feel now.
So success in your eyes, I kind of get it. For one thing, I understand about your mom and stuff because I'm the same.
Yeah,
I haven't appreciated the stuff she sacrificed and done for
yeah.
me until I was older. And honestly, that keeps me grounded why my daughter doesn't yet. But once I was older and I seen her doing the same thing for Arya when she was here, uh made me realize like, oh, that she did that for me, and that's when everything clicks. That's when everything connects. And I feel like that what you describe is the same. I think your family sees you for what you are. Like you said, honest, truthful, hardworking. That's success for them. You, the person you are, is probably their vision of what success is to them, as you are with your kids. For me, my vision for success is watching my daughter be something that I never was, something
Yeah,
way better. And so I think by your actions and the person you are, you're helping your family achieve their success as well. And that's strong, bro, because you always had that. You always had that good heart. You did a bunch of crazy things, but the heart was always same. The intent was always the same.
yeah,
And what you just told me about what you envision success is pretty much aloha. Everything you just said was about filling other people's cups, not
yeah,
trying to fill your own cup. And that's what aloha is. And you're wearing it on your head. And that's everything I always thought about Wes. One walking person of aloha. And this is why we're friends. This is why I connect with you. This is why in a crowded room I can have a conversation with you
yeah,
no matter what's going on. And
yeah,
I've seen you at your worst, and I'm so happy to be seeing you at your best now and being successful. And he's still the same freaking clown fun person. And You can say the dumbest shit sometimes. You can be just the guy. You just gonna be the life of the party. And I think when we're old, you still gonna be the same. And bruh, don't ever change. And I think that is probably why your wife is stuck by you. Your wife believed in you, and she saw the inside, and finally the inside is shining all the way out. And right, you should be proud. You should honestly take some time to not keep looking forward, but look back and realize how much you have accomplished and appreciate that, because you came a long freaking way. And sometimes you got to give yourself flowers and pat on the back and then go back to the grind. But it's okay to understand and be proud, bro, because I'm fucking proud of you. I know Hanson's proud of you. I know everybody that messed with you from the beginning is so proud to see where you are now, because I mean, honestly, it could have went either way.
Yeah, it
And
could have ended up bad too. I asked DG Technique a question. We had a gig together. I was like, bro, did you ever think that I would get that this far? He's like, no, bro. Honestly, I thought it was gonna go bad. And that was a truthful answer from him. Because the way
yeah,
that we
he's
used,
pretty real. Yeah.
yeah, and the way I drinking, partying, I thought that was life, but like life changes, like, and it's the craziest thing. And like how I never changed, you have never changed too. You still that dick that will tell people straight up in a dickhead fashion, but you love. It's a loving dickhead fashion, if that makes any sense. But you will be straight to the core and be like, yeah, no, Wes, you're just gonna mess. No, Wes, you do. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't please don't do that. Yeah, no, don't do that.
Yeah, you don't listen.
Yeah, 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 yeah. But you've never changed. Like you've never bent, you've never changed your wheel, and that's the one thing we still connect. That's why I love you for who you are. You've never changed for anything, no matter who you are, where you are, what you've accomplished. You're still that to me.
Same here, my bro. You like I said, you're always gonna be wild, wild west. And
Yeah.
I don't care how tame you are, you're still gonna be wild in my eyes. Okay, we're almost done with this episode. I had written down some rapid fire questions that I wanted to ask you. So
Okay.
just give me the answer as I run them off.
Okay.
Beach wedding or ballroom?
Ballroom.
Sunrise or sunset ceremony?
Sunrise.
Oh, I didn't expect that.
Yeah.
Favorite local venue?
Oh, crap. Favorite local, I like, oh, I have two, and they're back to back. Hyatt and Olohilani. I love both of them because I just love the staff of there. I love everywhere we work, but if dead ass had to work anywhere, or I Charming Estates. I have three. Sorry, bro. I can't just pick one.
Raja.
Yeah.
Favorite food to eat at a wedding?
At a wedding, if they have it in their budget, prime rib.
Yup, I agree with that. What wedding trend do you hope disappears?
What wedding trend do I hope that disappears? What wedding trend do I hope that disappears? There's not too much wedding trends that I don't like.
I don't even know what trends are there, but I don't know. My trend I hope wish disappeared before I got married was the costs. That
Oh, the
shit is
cost.
way over cost.
Yeah,
Way overpriced, bro.
but you got married in Waimea, right?
Yeah. That was
It's nice.
fucking expensive.
Yeah,
Eh,
but was your wife happy?
yeah, and that's why we did it. Because if it was up to me, we would have went fucking Kapolei courthouse. Would have cost me the cost of gas for get there and the dinner after.
But see, the main thing is your wife was happy.
Yep, this costs a lot. Happiness costs, bro.
Exactly. You feel like you
Yeah,
better be happy for the rest of
yeah.
her life, huh? Huh?
Yeah. She's about to buy a car and she's like, don't you know how hard it is to like how it feels to save up and then you're just gonna give it all one time? I'm like, yup, our wedding.
You should pull up a wedding picture. Yep, I know exactly how that feels. You see that? You see that smile? I know exactly how that feels.
All right. Coffee or energy drink before an event.
Coffee.
Oh, okay,
Coffee.
same here. I don't fuck with energy drinks. Okay. One word that would describe your leadership style.
Relentless.
Oh, I like that. That's a good, bruh. That says it all.
Yeah,
Relentless. That is a great
relentless.
word to. Yeah, I agree with that one. Okay, the last thing I have to ask you is, what would you want your legacy from above entertainment to be?
Our legacy from above entertainment is just that people could trust us. We're family oriented, that we can pass this on to my son, hopefully, if he picks it up. Of course, as parents, we would want them to follow in our path, but I want him to find his own way. But the legacy, just that as long as From Above Entertainment is around, that everybody knows that they're gonna get good quality service no matter who, what type of event or where you are, that our legacy just stays grounded to who we are.
Well, I think you're already achieving that, bruh. And I think when when you're the man, you don't have to tell people you're the man. And I've heard by many people that you're the guy and your company's doing good. And I never had to ask you that. I hear it from other people. And that's how I know it's real. That's how I know you're successful. And that's how I know Wes is doing Wes shit. And I'm proud of you, man. Like for real, from my heart, I'm proud of you. I'm was beyond words of just how you leveled our laid back event. And I am so excited to see where you take this company in the future. And by far, like you are a shining star and you are a great example and inspiration how you you can work hard for something and achieve goals. And if you dig your feet in the mud and keep moving forward, it'll work. And like you said, that's how you'll always be and that's how you're raised. And bruh, you're him, bruh. And I think you should take some time, appreciate everything you accomplished, and keep grinding. And like I said, I cannot wait to see how you take this company in the future. I want to have you back on. I want to talk about it because I feel like you're the tip of the iceberg right now. It's gonna you onto something. I feel like you and as well as Hanson's company too. Like you guys are changing the whole fucking game, bruh, and that's real.
Thank you, and big shout out to you. And I hope for years to come we can do Above the Bridge podcast, because
Yeah.
and
Hey,
hopefully one day.
like I told you yesterday, bruh. At worst, like the I especially when I have my close friends on, I get what we just had, a one-on-one conversation uninterrupted. And bruh, it's that that's gonna mean a lot, especially in the future. Like I can look back at this and fucking listen to us having a real conversation. And I think life gets crazy where sometimes we cannot have that. And
Yeah.
bruh, it's like this show has been giving me opportunities to just converse with my friends. And fuck, is that's super cool to me, you know what I mean?
And you're doing it. A lot of people talk about doing podcasts, but you've been consistent.
Yeah.
Consistent, which is amazing.
I appreciate it, man. Well, we've been going for over an hour and I got to take my daughter dentist and I'm sure you got to get back to not answering emails and watching your wife do it. But I appreciate you taking time. And like I said, these ones mean a lot to me. And Um, keep doing your thing, brah, and keep inspiring because people are watching and people are taking notice. And you shaking up the industry, brah, and you doing it with aloha as I expected.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you for always having me on. That, we love you.
Love you too, my bro. Right on, we'll shock us for the cameras. Right on, we're out. Shout out to the Artist Groove Network. Aloha.